Hi, everyone. Welcome to the PoliticAL update with me, Alexandra Acker-Lyons. I pay attention to the political news so you don't have to. This is the advice I give my millionaire clients, and you get it for free. It is Friday, June 12th. I am back from Greece. We had a wonderful trip and highly recommend. Lots more islands for us to go back to and explore too. Okay, in candidate news, as expected, Graham Platner won the Maine Senate primary with 72% of the vote. I am recommending that folks hold off on donating to his campaign for a little bit longer, as the NRSC, the Republican Senatorial Campaign Committee, has said they have even more oppo to drop. We'll see what it is. If it's kind of retread, Maine voters seem, again, not to care about any of this. They care about his issue positions and the way that he's able to talk about the economy. But I am going to hold off a little bit because I am nervous about him as a candidate, and I don't want to pour bad money in. So that's my recommendation. They are taking time to count these ranked choice voting ballots for the governor and in Maine's 2nd congressional district. They expect that count to be done by next Friday. Again, this is normal. Ranked choice voting takes a longer time, as does top 2, which is why California is still not done counting, although we now know that Javier Becerra will face Republican Steve Hilton in the general election. We had a lot of progressive Democrats do well in top 2 races, waiting to get final results on a couple of places, including a few Dem-on-Dem races. And hopefully we'll have a lot more on that next week. Not sure that we can take too much coming out of California on progressives, having some unexpected wins since it's California, but really interesting to kind of see what this might portend nationally. In Nevada, Aaron Ford very easily won that gubernatorial primary as expected, and Nicole Cannizzaro had a huge win for Attorney General, which is amazing. So we've got a great slate in Nevada. In South Carolina, Nancy Mace came in 5th for governor. 5th. Some poetic justice there. Sometimes bad people have losses that are lovely. And it's going to be Annie Andrews versus Lindsey Graham. He did avoid a runoff, but he had to spend $15 million. So that is definitely showing some weakness in terms of Graham's incumbency. I really like Annie. She's a great candidate. Waiting to see if she can kind of get that last 3 or 4% that we couldn't get last time. Okay, other political news. Some races have moved in Democrats' favors, including Larry Sabato's crystal ball moved North Carolina Senate to lean Democrat, and Alaska and Ohio both moved to toss-up. This is huge news, especially moving North Carolina to lean Democrat. That is obviously a must-win race, and if Maine is looking shakier, the fact that we can really count on North Carolina is great. They also did a House analysis of redistricting that showed an expected Republican gain of +6, but with a range of +5 to 9, kind of depending on the political environment, candidate quality, etc. So again, still totally doable to take back the House. Pew Research has a really fun typology quiz. I'll put the link in the notes, but you basically go in. It's a 24-question quiz, just takes a couple of minutes. They're trying to come up with more categories than just, liberal, moderate, and conservative. But no shock, I am a loyal liberal. My shout out of the week also goes to Ohio Organizing Collaborative. They are a wonderful statewide organization in Ohio that I have worked with for 15 years now. I know their founders well. They were raided by the FBI yesterday for doing voter registration. And there are seemingly The FBI is accusing them of voter registration fraud, which is not really a thing. This is why we have lots of backup systems. This is why when you submit a voter registration form, it is verified by the state before anyone is actually allowed to vote. So this is just a terrible intimidation tactic against a wonderful organization in a state where Republicans are really scared. They're really scared about both Sherrod Brown and Amy Acton being ahead in most polls, and the strength of our House candidates there, and trying to break the supermajority in the state House, and all kinds of amazing work happening. So OOC, we love you. We've got your back. Bye, everyone.